stealing from Rasputin. You are entering a world you do not understand.
Oh, don't worry about her, Guardian. She's still mad about what you did to her ship. But we need cloaking tech to slip past the Taken, and the war mine bunker's got the code we need.
After all this time, how can we be sure Rasputin has the code?
I already stole it once. Used my last copy in making that stealth drive you blew up. That, it was getting old anyway.
Unlike the Zoom on TRS, I saw the sad footage of you gigging Belgrade, but now you're safe in heaven with Kurt Cobain and Jade. I bet those cunts at your record company are sifting through the tapes, looking for ropey old demos to rate. My condolences to your fans and your family too. Couldn't you have taken Amanda Holden with you? Amy, it's a terrible shame you couldn't cope with the pressures of fame. Amy, don't let your fans blame me. I'll sing at your funeral as long as they pay me. No.
Where is it? I've got it.
I was in the pub and I needed a piss. I went to the toilet so I could do this, but someone had stuffed some bog roll in the urinal, and someone else had had a piss there and it was all full. So I thought to myself, that's no problem at all, I'll just relieve myself in the cubicle. Luckily there was no one in there doing a shite, but when I opened the door I saw a terrible sight. For fuck's sake, I only wanted a slash, but the bloke before me left bangers and mash. Bangers and mash, bangers and mash. The bloke before me left bangers and mash. He could have flushed it away, but he didn't today. He thought I'll let someone else find me bangers and mash. I tried to block it from my mind, but I was unable. A wad of toilet paper and a freshly laid cable. I gave it a flush, but it just wouldn't budge. The bog just filled up with water, toilet paper and fudge. There's a knock on the door, and I think in a flash,
fuck, man!
The bangers and mash. Honestly, mate, I only wanted a slash, but the bloke before me left bangers and mash. Bangers and mash, bangers and mash. The bloke before me thought I'll let someone else enjoy me bangers and mash. Bangers and mash, bangers and mash. The bloke before me left bangers and mash. He could have brushed it away, but he didn't today. And now the next bloke thinks that I left the bangers and mash. Bangers and mash. Did you know in China that a lady's vagina goes from side to side, not back to front? And did you know in Jamaica, ladies have a cloaca, that means a bum and fanny all in one? Did you know in Paraguay, they stretch girls very high and insert a big ceramic cup? And did you know in Senegal, birds have got no queen at all, they cut their clip box off and sew it up? The thing I really fear is what if they come over here, all them foreign fannies in our own backyard. I'm gonna go in my garage, take a picture of my garage and make myself a big purple placard. Cause that's why I'm voting UKIP, don't think me unhinged. That's why I'm voting UKIP, to save the British minge. That's why I'm voting UKIP, my message is succinct. Don't let the great British minge become extinct. Don't let the great British minge become extinct. God save our gracious minge. Long live our noble minge. Nigel, help us save the British minge. Send it victorious, hairy and glorious. Nigel, help us save the British minge. Did you know in Saudi Arabia, no one's seen a lady's labia, cause they have to do their business in the dark. And in Papua New Guinea, did you know a lady's meanie has got a set of teeth just like a shark? And did you know that in Iraq, a lady's crack emits a bit of discharge like crude oil? And did you know in Bulgaria, ladies' panties are hairier than anywhere in the world except Susan Boyle? The main parties don't go far enough to protect the British moth. The only way to stop it is to vote. I considered the BNP, but they're too far right for me. They want to put Thatcher's fuck flaps on a banknote. So that's why I'm voting UKIP. Don't think me unhinged. That's why I'm voting UKIP to save the British minge. That's why I'm voting UKIP. My message is succinct. Don't let the great British minge become extinct. Don't let the great British minge become extinct. That's why I'm voting UKIP. I'm gonna put it bluntly. That's why I'm voting UKIP. We're not a multicultural country. That's why I'm voting UKIP. Come on, join the hunt. You gotta love Nigel Farage cause he's a proper British cunt. Every year the X Factor and annual talent hunt throws up another bollocks ballad by some cardboard cutout cunt. It irks me to such an extent when I feel this shirty. The only protest that will fit is one involving human shit. Simon Cowell, I'd like to empty my bowel, then pick it up with a trowel and sing it Simon Cowell. But Simon Cowell, I don't want to be under arrest, so I'll do a poo and tweet it to you with a hashtag dirty protest.
Simon.
On the 15th of December, I'm asking you to remember to protest Simon's bland releases by making your anus skin feces. Snap what comes out of your bowel and tweet it to @Simon Cowell. And with the excrement you've messed, attach the hashtag dirty protest. Simon Cowell, I'd like to empty my bowel, then pick it up with a trowel and swing it Simon Cowell. But Simon Cowell, I don't want to be under arrest, so I'll do a poo and tweet it to you with a hashtag dirty protest. Simon Cowell, I'd like to empty my bowel on a used sanitary towel and swing it Simon Cowell. But Simon Cowell, I don't want to be under arrest, so I'll do a poo and tweet it to you with a hashtag dirty protest. Simon, this is for you, Simon. This is for you, Simon. This is for you. Lots of pictures of people too, Simon. This is for you, Simon. This is for you, Simon. This is for you. I'll photograph my number two.
There we go. Oh, fuck, come on.
Deal or no deal?
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The countdown conundrum comes around too soon. I feel a heaviness in my heart as Deal or No Deal is about to start. There's no Edmund with his lovely hair.
No limits will make you a millionaire.
There's no Edmund with his beard so neat.
There's no limits with his smile so bright.
There's no Edmund with his lovely hair.
No limits will make you a millionaire.
There's no Edmund with his beard so neat.
There's no limits in a cunty shirt.
He's 63, but he looks about 45.
Oh, fuck, I need
Deal or no deal?
You open the boxes one by one. They contain money, different sums.
Of money.
Some contain large amounts and others not so large amounts
Of money.
If you go home with a large amount, you'll be pleased.
Otherwise, you'd probably just say what a great experience it was.
There's no lieutenants with his eyes so blue.
No lieutenants to make your dreams come true.
There's no lieutenants on the phone to the banker. There's no lieutenants.
What a professional.
There's 22 boxes.
22
There's
boxes.
just one question.
Just one question.
There's 22 boxes.
22 boxes.
And just one question.
Just one question.
There's 22 boxes.
22 boxes.
And just one question.
Just one question.
There's 22 boxes.
22 boxes.
And just one question.
Just one question. How the fuck has Noel Edmonds not been arrested by Operation Youth?
The other night, I suddenly awoke to the spectral shape of this ghostly bloke. He was floating above me, just there in midair. He had a shell suit on and a mop of blonde hair. He said,
"Oh, Dixon Jimmy, I've returned from the grave to attempt with your help my reputation to save."
he said,
Now then, can you write me a song to explain what's happened with those girls in my dong?
I said, I'm not sure, I'd have to hear that explanation in case people think I'm a pedo by association. And this is what he
Oh,
told
but
me.
he's
It
got
was
his head
sexy
on. That's
kids,
good.
sexy kids, made Ginny Savile do what he did.
Oh, maybe not.
The kids were consenting, his shell suit box were tempting with his feelings for the sexy kids.
Now then, what about that then?
So Jimmy's ghost continued to maintain he'd done nothing wrong and tried to explain he had a cigar on his lips, and by that I don't mean that he was desperate to use the latrine. He said,
All my good work will now be forgot because of my on-chomp underage mop.
he said,
Surely those marathons and charity races offset my spunking on teenagers' faces.
I said I'd write the song to get rid of his ghost, and he told me one more time what bothered him most. It was sexy kids, made Jimmy Savile do what he did. They fixed him the hit to stick little gin in the private suits of sexy kids. Sexy kids, made Jimmy Savile do what he did. He got them in his rolls and penetrated their holes, then gave charity a load of quids. Jimmy Savile and the sexy kids.
Marvellous, just don't tell your mother.
Me and Les next door were as good mates as we could be. We went on holiday together, his missus, him, little cunt and me. We'd talk about football and birds we'd shag. We really got on swell. Then Les would tell a racist joke, he'd crack up laughing and I'd pretend to laugh as well. We have beers in the front garden and a big smoke out the back. He lent me his drill to put up some shelves, and I lent him the best
Oh,
of back to
bollocks,
the
man.
tank. Les became like my new best friend, and never a cross word was spoken. But one day I lent him my brand new strimmer, and when it came back, the guard was broken. I never said anything, but I was put out because I'd only purchased it recently. Surely if you crack the guard on someone's new strimmer, you mention it out of common decency. Now I haven't spoken to him for 6 months. He keeps asking what is wrong. But since Christmas is a time of forgiving and love, Les, I've written you this song. I hope you have a cuntish Christmas. I hope your presents get robbed while you're out. I hope your turkey's dry, you burn your mouth on a mince pie, and your granny chokes on a sprout. I hope you have a cuntish Christmas. I hope the needles fall off of your tree. I hope that your ball sack turns blue and black, and when it does you think of me and my strimmer that you borrowed and you ruined. I hope hope a member of your close family develops the big seed, and not the sort that can be cured with chemotherapy. I hope that walking home from the pub on a wintry Christmas Eve, you get bum raped by some bloke with AIDS and you contract HIV up your anus that you Roger Nanny ruined. I hope you have a cuntish Christmas, the worst one of your whole life. I hope you pop in to see Jeff over the road and he's sticking it to your wife up the wrong one. I hope you have a cuntish Christmas. I hope Santa passes you by. I hope your house burns down with your kids inside and you have to stand and watch them cry while I'm next door wanking out the window and
Ah, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Right, fuck that shit. I'm gonna do my, show my nice part, I know, damn.
then I'd say to you, have a Merry Christmas. On the floor, the people dance around, getting fucking levered. But they're all alone in the corner sipping bottled water. Is this geezer crazy day who I first met at a rave? So won't you please play a song, a fucking mental song, my fucking mental friend over there. I wonder if he's still partial to a pill, my fucking
for
mental
fuck's
friend
sake.
over there. It looks like he is still off his tits on whiz. He's still wearing that tie-dye hoodie and those flares. If you drop the right tune, he'll be raving like a loon. My fucking mental friend over there.
Fuck out here.
I recall the way he used to dance when he heard happy hardcore. He'd make all these pop shapes with his hands. Then he'd get a whistle out and wave glow sticks about. So won't you please play a song, a fucking mental song, for my fucking mental friend over there. I think Baggy's was the place I first saw him chewing off his face, my fucking mental friend over there. He thought it was class to stick acid up, so play some alternate, or better still 808 stay, for my fucking mental friend over there. So won't you please play a song, a fucking mental song, for my fucking mental friend over there. You'll get him up to dance if you play some Belgian trance, my fucking mental friend over there. If you don't know what to play, just stick on Voodoo Ray or any early deconstruction to be fair. He'll be up here at the front, gurning like a cunt, my fucking mental friend over there. So won't you please play a song, a fucking mental song, for my fucking mental friend over there. He don't want nothing posh, he likes to be a guru Josh, my fucking mental friend over there. Of course he had regrets over the death of Leah Vex, but he had to get rid of them pills somewhere. Does it ring any bells? He used to deal Raquel's, my fucking mental friend over there.
Ah, for fuck's sakes! Fuck's sakes! I need some fucking heavy ammo. For fuck's sakes, man.
Now we all heard what Ian Watkins did. It sent my mate Paul in a rage. See, he'd just had a baby himself, so he went on Ian's Facebook page. He left a message saying you were sick and twisted and I hope you die. But when I saw it on there, I commented, lol, and here's the reason why. I said, You've got the wrong Ian Watkins, mate. Is that what made me smile? You just called the bloke from Steps a twisted paedophile. He shares a name and was in a band, similarity ends there. He'd never fuck a baby, just ask Lee, Lisa, Faye and Claire. My mate Paul was so embarrassed he went online to apologise. But when I saw what he had done, I couldn't believe my eyes. He got mixed up again, Roffle. So I said, you've got the wrong Ian Watkins, mate. Is that what's made me smile? You've just said you're sorry to a twisted paedophile. You've got the wrong Ian Watkins, mate. That must be hard to take. You've just apologised to H's kid fiddling namesake. And then I thought to myself, what if the old Bill got confused, just like my mate Paul, by two pop stars that shared a name? Maybe I should give them a call and say, also, have you got the right Ian Watkins there? Have you considered maybe, what if it was H from Steps that tried to rape that baby? And then say, we've got the right Ian Watkins, mate. Your song is a disgrace. CH has never taken meth or pissed on a schoolgirl's face. Life, touring with your songs, but after the gig everyone goes home and the nights can seem so long. The pretty girls have all got boyfriends and they all go home to have it off, and I'm left alone in a chain hotel trying to imagine them having it off, but it's then there's no way I can dodge a lonely wank in a travel lodge, a lonely wank in a travel lodge, a lonely wank in a travel lodge, a lonely wank in a travel lodge.
Oh, kill out, you bastards.
I start to think of all the lonely salesmen who went here before me.
Shit,
They didn't want a painting with the Wi-Fi, so they just used their bridges.
speaker mouse. Oh, great, I've got a crappy mouse.
And I'll make a cup of tea. The batteries are held in with electrical tape on the remote for the TV. Sometimes I do it in front of the mirror just to feel like there's someone else there. But all I see is my crying self wanking back at me in despair. The pretty girls have all gone home with all the handsome boys. I just spent £2 in the vending machine on a bag of steak McCoys, and now some news from my nuts I'll dislodge via the media mob. A lonely wank in a travel lodge, a lonely wank in a travel lodge, a lonely wank in a travel lodge, a lonely wank in a travel lodge.
Oh, I tried them. Oh, do some of these. Try to do that one.
Life is so different.
Try to do a team man when he gets the fuck on tomorrow, hopefully.
They don't do what we did, like football.
Ah, shit, I mean.
Grazing your knee, now it's all FIFA 16 and Virtua Conquers 3. The world is so different in so many ways, like your marathon is called a Snickers these days. You can't hold progress, I wouldn't want to stop change, but there's one aspect of modern life that I find so strange. Nobody spunks up a cunt anymore. Nobody spunks up a cunt anymore. It's like the world has forgotten what a fanny is for. 'cause nobody spunks up the cunt anymore. On the internet, cooks are spaffing everywhere, hello round the back door. 'Cause nobody spunks up the cunt anymore. Nobody spunks up the cunt. Nobody spunks up the cunt. Clearly vaginas are a bit of a ball, 'cause nobody spunks up a cunt anymore. It feels like society is on a mission to make obsolete this age-old tradition. Pockets won't burst in the cold big night. At least teenage
Full of fucking lies.
nobody spunks up a cunt anymore. Nobody spunks up a cunt anymore. Sometimes when you're making love, it's hard to make it last. It's barely in the curtains, and it's over much too fast. You've only done one or two pumps, and the moment comes too soon. For situations such as this, we wrote this little tune, and it's called 50 Things You Should Think About to Stop You Doing Your
The fuck is
Things.
Clyde?
50 Things You Should Think About to Stop
Scenery.
your granddad with his vest on,
BM25.
being buried alive,
The moustachioed Simon Western.
a bag of offal,
A blue waffle.
Gene Wilder's hair,
Her own fatality.
your own mortality,
An advert for Go Compare.
a touch of frost,
Someone you've lost.
disabled access ramps,
Gail Platt.
Susan Boyle's twat,
Concentration camps.
a baked bean Breville,
Gary Neville.
the act of grouting tiles,
Aesop's
the
fables.
periodic table.
Kinnon's anal piles.
If you don't want to climax,
Max, Max.
or empty your sacks,
Snacks,
or
snacks.
go off in your cacks,
Cats, cats.
all you have to do is go through the 50 things you should think about to stop you doing your beans. 50 things you should think about to stop you doing your beans. 50 things you should think about to stop you doing your beans. Freezing fog,
A friendly dog.
a skiddy bog,
A massive log.
news at 10,
Mr. Ben.
being raped,
Been raped again.
clear express,
Fucked
never
up.
there's a heaven,
Roadkill.
a mixed grill,
9/11. The right to vote.
creosote,
A child's body in a ditch.
Coventry City's former keeper, Steve Grisovich,
The Queen Mum.
a difficult sum,
The hardest knot you've tied.
the final days of the family dog, and the one Dad cried,
Human rights.
temporary traffic lights,
The advert of Bora Herd.
Lauren Harry's fucking himself with a frozen turd. If you don't want to jizz, then make it your biz
Quiz, quiz,
to do a little quiz
quiz, quiz.
to help you